What is up, boys? Today's video is a little bit something more real, and I want to keep everything really authentic, and I said that in my last video I made, but I haven't posted it yet. So I'm making 2 videos this week. I don't know when I'm going to post that last one, but I'm definitely posting this today. But yeah, I'm going to give a little bit of a backstory. So today's been a hard day so far, like not mentally, I would say, just I had to normally I wake up at 5:30 every day, no matter what time I really go to bed, and I have been doing that, but I really need to catch up on some sleep. So the alarm went off at 5:30, and I woke up and went back to bed, and then I woke up at 8, which is basically what happened. And I was kind of in my head a little bit about that, but I know I need to stay consistent, so I guess rest is kind of key in some areas. I haven't been getting much sleep in the last couple of nights, probably can tell by my eyes, because I've just been working like every day to like 11, and then waking up at 5:30, and then yeah, and then what happened was I had a really big argument literally just half an hour ago, I would say an hour ago. And I don't really have arguments. I normally just kind of a bystander, like family wise. I mean, I used to a lot, like that was a big problem with me, and like that's why I'm really kind of into stoicism, because I've kind of changed a lot just from a stoic mindset that helped me avoid these kind of things, being understanding, being forgiving, being accepting, and just controlling yourself. I feel like that's a really good mindset to have, and I have been that way. But I didn't use it this morning, and I kind of like just snapped over stupid crap. No, I just like had a massive argument over stupid stuff, and I wasn't understanding of the other person. I wasn't understanding of myself. I wasn't forgiving. I wasn't accepting. I was rude. I was selfish. I was unaccountable, irresponsible. But that being said, you must constantly be choosing who you want to be, and that's why it's the title of this video. Choose who you want to be. Your life is your character. Your life is in your complete control. Choose how you want to think. Choose your personality. Choose your actions. You choose everything. Choose who you want to be. Because you think, therefore you are. So that's like the famous quote, I think, therefore I am. So if you choose to think in a certain way, then you choose to act in a certain way, and you choose to be a certain person, you're going to get XYZ results of that person. And everything is a choice. You decide to be lazy, you decide to scroll, you decide to do this, you decide to do that, and myself included. So when I'm like, even after the argument, I spent like 20 minutes just scrolling on Instagram, and I was like, what am I doing? And then I thought, let me make this video, because it gives me clarity as well. But yeah, so the way to choose who you want to be, not like the way, like there's a method, but you must influence your subconscious mind through constantly, like I was saying, thinking. And this isn't talked about enough. It's said, but not talked about enough. And I'm kind of still learning about this topic, about influencing your subconscious mind. I feel like people have heard a bit about it, but there's a famous quote by Carl Jung. I don't know word for word, but we just gotta sail, boys. Let's fucking go. But yeah, sorry. I probably shouldn't be saying that on video, but I'm not leaking anything, so yeah. Just know big things are coming. But yeah, so a famous quote by Carl Jung. It's until you can make the unconscious conscious, your life will be determined by what we call fate. I'm pretty sure it's something like that. And it's really beautiful if you think about it, like, because it's so deep. Like, what am I talking about? Trying to act like some scholar, bro. I'm trying to keep this shit authentic. Who am I trying to impress? Like, that's why I didn't like try and fix my hair. I'm not trying to impress you guys. I'm trying to just teach you guys some value. And I like making these videos. Fuck's sake, bro. But yeah, so the quote, let's get back to it. So yeah, so you must make, what that means is fucking hell, man. What the hell? Yeah, so the quote, you must influence your subconscious mind. And ways to do that is by controlling how you think. And yeah, I've just said that, but how do you control how you think? Like I'm saying, choose who you want to be. Everything in life is a choice. You are solely accountable for every single thing. Everything that you choose, everything you think. I don't care your limiting beliefs, and this is what I'm going to go into about myself. Limiting beliefs. I've had limiting beliefs, and I've really discovered a lot about myself. And every time I have this limiting belief of seeking external validation, just like right then, I'm not seeking validation, but trying to be someone I'm not to impress other people. I challenge it. See what I mean? I gave you a live example, not even on purpose. I challenged it. Challenge it right there. Understand why it's fucking stupid to have those beliefs. And then you must determine who you want to be. So, the reason I told you about that argument, the reason I told you about why I'm telling you why I've had a bad morning, or whatever that means, not that determines anything. I can have that, but I'm choosing right now who I am. I'm still choosing to be this successful person. That doesn't define me, and I've said this in a past video, maybe a past TikTok. Your past mistakes do not define you. Who you were 5 minutes ago does not define you. Just because you were a crap person 5 minutes ago doesn't mean you're a crap person now. You reflect, you analyze, you implement, you apologize, you forgive, and you move on, because there's no point in sticking around on these crappy emotions and giving so much emotion over power and letting it direct your mind. The only thing you can direct is yourself and your subconscious mind. You must make this conscious, this unconscious conscious. Like I was saying in my last video, the sticky notes of 10K all around my room, the quotes all around my room. Everything in my room is to do with either business, self-improvement. There's no fun. I see a pull-up bar. I see some shoes, because I wear shoes. I see books that I read. I'm not been reading recently because I'm just trying to like focus on the work. I really don't have time like that until I have time. Like a whiteboard with what I need to do today. Quotes, a wardrobe, a bed, a desk where I do my work, and a window and a bed. Like and like my soft boxes, which I use for filming. So realistically, I said this in my Discord, like environment. And it's not just like environment's important, it's how you use environment, and it's in your daily. Now I'm starring. Your daily inputs, the people you surround yourself with, the people you talk to, what you talk about, what you think about, who you surround yourself with. There's a quote where it's like, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So yeah, there's a reason for that, because you're surrounding yourself with these people. It's influencing your subconscious mind, which then is transferred into your conscious. Dreams are real. Like I'll have a dream, and if I can remember it, I'll reflect on that dream. So I'm thinking, because your dreams reflect your subconscious mind. And remember, choose who you want to be. Every thought you have affects your subconscious mind and your soul. And I want to say one thing: you are not your body. You are not your mind. You are your soul. So you have complete control over your mind and your soul. You are solely accountable for every single thing. Do not get attached to this. Not saying that you shouldn't train hard as possible. But do not get attached to this physically. Do not get attached kind of to your mind, as it's like, because it will try and play tricks on you, but you have full control over it. Remember that. Most people's worst enemies are themselves. Everyone's worst enemy is themselves, unless you've been done horribly wrong by this one guy. But everyone's worst enemy is themselves, in some sense, until you can fix that. So your mind is constantly trying to sabotage you, and that's not inherently your fault, because it's been influenced by all these factors, as from when you were a kid, from when you were 10, from when you were 16, from when you were, all these life experiences affect the way you think and why you think, and it makes up who you are today. These beliefs you've developed, the limiting beliefs, the good or the bad, and that's affected that's influenced your subconscious mind. It's influenced that creates your whole personality now. So, like, choose who you want to be. That is the main overall arching theme of this. But really delve into this subconscious mind stuff. Really influence it. Constantly whenever I have a negative thought, and this isn't like made up, and this isn't to show, this is just me saying, whenever I have a negative thought, I think I must achieve my purpose. That's what I say. I said, or when I'm like training hard and I don't want to do an extra rep, even though I always train to failure. But there's some of those sets you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore, it hurts. But you're just like, but I'm thinking, do you think, see, my situation's quite different. I'm not going to explain why I want to retire my mum or why I want to achieve this, but do you think when your mum or your parents or whoever you're doing, or why ever you're doing this for, or your past self, do you think when they get out of bed, all the hard work they're putting in, they give up and complain? No, they just get fucking on with it. So I'm thinking, when I'm trying to do that last rep, like, I'm correcting myself, like I said earlier, correcting myself with more powerful beliefs. So when you identify these limiting beliefs that you've developed as a kid, as just your whole life, what you do is you challenge and correct them, and the way to correct them is by understanding where they come from. So I've done this in previous videos, but let's say you have the belief of external validation. You crave external validation. This could be reflected through, so let's say I'll give you an action, then I'll show you the belief, then I'll show you how to break it down. So use first principle reasoning. If you don't know what that is, watch my previous videos. I think I've mentioned it in one of my earlier ones. But it's just basically breaking things down by questioning why, and you get to the root of a problem, and then boom, it's easier to solve because the root of it really just makes you realize how stupid it is. So yeah, so say you don't want to do something. Say you don't want to do something because you're scared of what people think about you. Why? Because you care what they think. Why? Because you value their validation. Why? Because you view their validation is more important than your own. Why? Because you're craving their validation. Why? Because when you were younger, you view yourself as worse than these people, and you view what they think is more important because when you were younger, you didn't receive as much validation from your parents or your friends, or you were not segregated, but you were like ostracized, and you were like, I've been in situations where I've had a lot of people hate me, and that's definitely affected why I was ever craving validation in some limiting beliefs. And that's not the only reason. Maybe I didn't get enough attention as a kid, or maybe you didn't get enough attention as a kid, or you didn't get enough validation. But so yeah, so this person, let's just say validation, they're craving validation because they didn't get enough of it as a kid. Why? Because their parents were always working. Okay, so now let's think about it. You don't want to do something because as a kid you didn't get enough validation. Do you know how stupid that sounds? You are a man. As soon as you've hit 16, you're a man. You're in complete control. You're in complete actually, as a guy, you can be a man at any age. You are a man. You are completely accountable, completely responsible, and complete control of your mind. Because when you were 6, your mummy and daddy didn't give you validation. You're gonna crave it from these other people, not take that risk, and fucking just be a loser. Basically, is what you're saying. And that limiting belief is so influential. And do you see how that's all through your subconscious mind and you don't even know it? So the whole point of this video is really just reflect on all your beliefs, understand them, control your inputs, I mean everything, your music, everything, to influence your subconscious mind. I like listening to upbeat, motivational kind of rap if I listen to music, because when I'm listening to negative frequency kind of stuff, it makes me feel worse, and it's proven to do that. So I'm listening to stuff that's kind of motivational, if I'm listening to rap, I'll listen to Stay Scheming by freaking Drake and Rick Ross, because it's just about money. Get into the fucking money. So yeah, stuff like that. You're influencing it through every single thing, like I explained in my room. But yeah, the point of this was just choose who you want to be and be that person. I may have made a mistake 30 minutes ago, and I'm gonna be a person who doesn't make that mistake because I've reflected from it, and I'm gonna grow. And it's also how I view that failure. If I view that failure as something detrimental, then it will be detrimental. If I view that something I can improve on and grow on, then I will grow. It's simple. And I know I'm not that exact person, but if I know I'm not that exact person who doesn't make that mistake right now because I've just made it, but if I continue on this path of continuing to act in exact accordance with that person, I will become that person where I don't make those mistakes. I may as well make it now and not make it in the future. Stop viewing failure as something bad. I've got a whole video on that. Check out on my channel. Just a little plug. I don't really normally do those. But yeah, boys, this is a really long one. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm trying to keep everything authentic. I'm doing this in real time, and I hope you guys are too. Well, obviously you are because you're watching this video. But I'm doing this in real time. This shit's not easy. It is easy. It's as easy as you want it to be. You make a mistake, you reflect, you learn, you implement. You have so much potential. We are raw potential. It's like playing a video game. There's some people say it's GTA, bro. You create your character. You choose who you. 2 years ago, do you think when I was skinny, when I was fat, when I was freaking just weak-minded, drinking 3 cans of Coke a day, eating loads of frozen food, playing Fortnite for 8 hours a day, do you think genuinely I wanted to be? I chose that. So I chose that. And then the choice I also made was to level up. I leveled up my in-person character. Not that where I'm like rich right now, but you know what I mean? I'm leveling up in lifetime. So I hope that's kind of helpful and relatable for you guys, because even if I'm further along on my journey or you're further along than me, we can always share ideas. So I'm going to drop my Discord in bio in like the description. It's like self-improvement and business related. If you guys want to join, it's mainly ecom guys in there, but a lot of them are quite like tapped into self-improvement space, like mindset kind of stuff. If you're watching this video, it would definitely help you. So yeah, it's free obviously. But yeah, real time, real talk, and let's get to the work.